understand my reasoning. And now we're going to go into the next game. Zhao is on your screen, boys and girls. He's playing Kukulkan in the mid lane. It's a 31-minute game where he goes 3, 7, and 9. Currently in qualifying. How do you think I played? Honestly, not great. I could have been a lot less passive, especially during mid-game. What aspects of the game did you struggle with? I did not aggress well, nor did I I did not aggress well, nor did I know when to rotate and where to be, what to do during a team fight. What aspects of the game did you feel comfortable with? I think I felt like my early game farming and camp rotating was good, although I could have done better. Okay, cool. So it's looking at around the mid-game is where we're going to try and look at for the most part with this one, and we'll see how it goes. The Mighty Storm is back. As we know, Kukulkan is semi-viable right about now. Poseidon's probably still a little bit stronger, but it's okay. Minions have spawned. What did we start with this beginning? This gave us like tiny trinket start. Red buff nice and early. Flap, 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 flap. Flap, 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 flap. Flap, 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 flap. Against the Vulcan. So, positioning of tornadoes is what I'm going to be looking for the most part in this game. I want to make sure that you're catching this turret every single time to make sure you bring down his clear every single time. Free poke eaten by meatballs. So you know he's got meatball and turret right now. Oh my god, how many autos do I take, Zhao? Okay, we'll walk back through this very, very small segment. Juking. Juking is an art form, okay? You need to have very good juke boots to be able to farm and juke skills effectively. Now, I'm going to pause here. It's tornadoes in the background. But what I want you to listen for is just listen for when you can hear Vulcan slamming the ground with his auto attacks. Because when he's attacking you here, you can hear the auto attacks. And what you should be doing is the moment you hear the auto attack fire, you want to juke then for a second. Just one direction. Okay? Just change direction at that exact moment you hear the auto attack about to fire. You know the auto attack is about to fire because you'll hear it. It's on the same rotation if you keep spamming the auto attack. It's like click, 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 click. So what you should be doing is going juke, 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 juke. That's what you're looking for. You'll hear it in a second. You hear click, 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 click. Ready? Click, 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 click. What you do is you do this. Is that he's trying to hit you with auto attacks and you're just going, ah, ah, ah. You're not actually moving with your jukes. You're still running in exactly the same line that you were running in the first place. You're not doing anything different. So watch it again. Notice how you don't actually move. You don't juke. You wiggle on the spot. You ready? We'll see you wiggle on the spot here. I'll do it in slow-mo. Just to show you you're not actually moving at all. You're just wiggling on the spot. You ready? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. See, you're not moving. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But you're still in a line. You're not actually juking, and you're eating all the auto attacks. Make sure that when you do juke and you hear those auto attacks going off, you juke properly. You don't do a semi-juke that's not going to get you anything out of trouble. That's why you eat a lot of poke. You've got to respect this lane a lot more now. Tornado and leave. Tornado and leave. Careful. Okay, you're fine for now. You've healed back up, but the problem is you've now used your health potion, so you've got to play this lane much more passive. Now, this is something I'm going to go through again about minion waves, okay? With the minion waves, this turret is going to attack the nearest minion to it. The furthest minion ahead. That's why I think he's going to attack this one right now. These archer minions and these melee minions will always attack the nearest target to them. So right now the focus is on this guy, okay? Look at their HP bars right now. Now what you can try and do is time it so when the last minion's about to die here, you drop your tornado exactly here. Why would you drop your tornado here and not trying to hit the archers at the back? Well, because the moment these minions die, these melee minions will walk forward to get in range of the archer minions, and these archer minions will also walk forward, and in doing so, they're all going to be inside the tornado, walking through the tornado, which means you're getting maximum damage off. At the same time as that's happening, you juggle that correctly and judge the timing right. You're going to clear the wave a lot easier than when it gets to tower. Plus, you're not going to have to do what I think you're probably going to do in a second, and that's walk up into damage range to try and drop the tornado on the back line. to make sure you hit all of them right now. The problem is that by doing that and dropping it on the back line, is that they will move forward, as I said, when these minions die, and then they're not actually all going to be hit by the tornado anymore. So try and time it. I think we're going to try and see you drop it on the back now. See how you've walked forward here into damage range to drop it on the back line exactly where I expected you to, because you're trying to catch the archers. But watch what happens. The melee minions don't get hit. And if the melee minions don't get hit, this lane is continuing to push. If you would have dropped it where I told you to drop it, around here, then these minions would have walked forward like they are doing, and you would have caught all of them inside this. It's only a small thing, but this helps your wave clear and helps you farm safer and soak more experience too. Not just experience, but gold, you know? Now you're going to have to tank up these melee minions and try to keep them out of tower range if you want the whole experience from them. Which you're not going to get anyway. You might get that one. Nope, you missed the auto. Rip the dream. So just think about how the wave's doing. He's going to push it all the time. He's killing the melee minions before you even get there. That was a better one to drop though. The reason that's a better one to drop is because he's not pushed the wave in as hard that time round. And you're starting to clear a lot more effectively now. Oh, watch the fight situation. Watch the fight situation. So what we're knowing about Vulcan right now is he is positioning his turret pretty safely. You can try and poke the turret down in some circumstances. What I would be doing is checking out what skill he's leveling by hitting the turret. If you auto attack the turret, you'll find out how much he's actually got on that turret right now. That's a really good position for that tornado to be in. I like that a lot. Don't be scared to auto attack the turret down though. Auto attack the turret down lowers his DPS. It also checks what he's maxing first. If he's maxing turret first, it's going to be a big ball leg for you to kill. And he's going to deal a lot of damage too. Do you get right harpies? That's fine. Mid lane once again, you're good health and mana right now. Is there anything for you to farm? Not really, just a mid wave coming in. Drop the tornado again. Hit the turret, hit the turret, hit the turret. Yeah, you noticed it this time. Good job. Not too much to talk about in the lane now after you've done that initial engagement. You're starting to farm more effectively, which you should expect. It does look like he's maxing turret by the looks of it. I should actually know this, but I'll just check out of interest. What button are we on? Where are you, Vulcan? Yeah, he's maxing turret. I thought he was. You can tell he's maxing turret by how much damage he's doing to the creeps and how he's not spamming his other abilities to clear this wave. He's just using auto attacks. There's multiple ways you can check. Also, just auto attacking it will tell you how healthy it is and how big and strong it is. Oops, a daisy. Good ultimate. Really nice ultimate. Really nice ultimate coming out from you there. We're going to go back to base here. Could we have got anything else while we're doing that? Okay, we're going to go back and start working on something else before we even get boots online. I don't mind you rushing Toth because Toth is very, very good on Kukulkan. I think the only issue with this is maybe I wouldn't have started with Tiny Trinket then. I may have looked at starting something else. And I probably, I don't know, like rushing Toth is good. It just means you've got to play so safe without having any mobility. Kukulkan's very limited on the mobility factor. So you've got to make sure your position's perfect if you're going to go for this sort of build. You should have mid harpies are up very, very soon. You're going to go for the safe option, which I understand. There is a ward over there onto this Vulcan. And you've got your ultimate up in 3 seconds. You could have potentially contested this. Don't forget that you've got that sustained damage with your tornado where you don't have to get in terrible range to be able to do it. Let me just check the skill names because I don't know these. Whirlwind, not tornado. Whirlwind. I knew Zephyr, but I didn't know Whirlwind. I'd like to keep calling it tornado. And Spirit of the Night Winds. Okay. We're going to go to the right hand side now, which is fine. Good ward. I'm glad you bought wards as well and good ward placement. Make sure you catch a rotation coming in from everybody else. Back to mid lane farming again. Got to watch your positioning and back up. Good job. Apart from that very first, like level 1, level 2, you've not really made too many mistakes in this lane at all. It's just been pretty much farm off, which is good. Looking for a rotation for a red buff. Pick that one up. Jolly good show. Back to mid lane, continue farming. The Farmerzoid is still going on. Good decision to play safe there. You knew, I like what you did there. That was really nice. Just so people at home understand what you actually did. You saw the mana out the corner of your eye. possibly coming in for some sort of option to gank you. You saw him, you backed away, you don't know where he's gone, so you threw your ward over the wall there just to get vision of him. I like that call from you, that was really, really smart. Really good decision there. Honestly, that was a really good decision. Right, we're getting towards mid-game-ish soon. I think once we get our Toth on, I'm going to call that roughly early mid. This is a good rotation to try and support your team. Shame you didn't run that ultimate. Problem is you're caught out as well now. I like the rotation. But let's look at the situation that was going on. Thor's over there as well. Vermana's... Oh, this is just before. Vulcan rotated earlier than you, then you realise Vulcan's rotated, so you try and turn up for the fight. What could we have done differently here? You've got Tornado online. You're looking for the big play. This is the problem with Kukulkan sometimes, is that you look for the big play with your ultimate to clear out the whole team. What I would have done here, honestly, this is the best thing you could really do, is just drop your Tornado right now. Just drop your Tornado over the wall here. Drop it over the wall, and if someone keeps coming and hits that Tornado, then you use your ultimate across. What you end up doing is walking around the corner to make sure you line yourself up perfectly for the best ultimate in the world, which is going to clear the whole path. The problem being, you don't hit the one that you really wanted to hit on the back line, which was Bastet. You would have dropped the Tornado would have zoned everybody out. Now you're going to get hit by Bastet with the cats because she's not dead, and you're going to get chased down and killed. Don't look for the big play all the time, especially earlier on. It's a great ultimate to have, the Spirit of the Nine Winds, but didn't really pay off for you there. They're going to get Gold Fury based off that as well. But we should be back online any second. Any second. Any second. There we go. When we go back, we finished our Toth online. Remember the thing about positioning there as well. If you had boots, you could have potentially got yourself repositioned without getting caught out as bad. But the problem being is that, you know, you've got to be careful with your limited mobility with the fact that you're Kukulkan. He's not the fastest god in the game until he's got his 2 max. He's pretty quick then, actually. But he really needs the boots. You missed the Harpies on the right-hand side, which you should have really soaked. Soak that experience from speed. Soak the experience from speed. Oh, went to ward instead. Okay. Try and soak the experience next time. Just soak it on the way past. Drop a Tornado over the edge. You weren't doing anything with it. You're looking for stacks anyway, so hey, get those stacks. Back Harpies right now are available. I want to see you go back Harpies here. See, this is the opportunity where you're now building perfectly. You're doing okay for yourself. But these are a potential farm spot right now. Go back and take them. There's nothing for you to do here. You're just hovering in mid lane doing nothing. There's absolutely nothing going on for you right now in this mid lane. Why not go and take back Harpies, you know? Fighting left and you notice it, so you try and rotate for it. I like to check the angle to see where everybody was. Drop a Tornado in the mix. Why are we still standing here though? You're probably going to die here just because you've not got mobility to get out again. Yeah. Oh, that was unlucky. Good turnaround to try and get the Zephyr off, but no. So, your rotations are smart in one respect, but then they're not in the other. You're going too close. You're going too close with your lack of mobility. You use your 2 to get there as quick as you can. What I probably would have done is just throw an ultimate out here and drop a Tornado. There's nothing else you're going to really be able to get. You're going close looking for a kill, for a turnaround. Are you going to kill them all? Question 1. Are you going to kill them all? What targets are potentially dead in this scenario where you're looking at right now? 1. Are you likely to escape this scenario if you go in? You're against an Athena, you're against an Ul, you're against a Vulcan, you're against a Bastet. And you have no actives and no mobility to get away. What does the enemy team have? Just to understand the mobility difference between you. Vulcan has 18% movement speed. Athena has 18% movement speed. Ul has 18% movement speed. Bastet has 18% movement speed. You have 20% movement speed for 4 seconds when you pop it. Is that 4 seconds going to be enough to get you away? 20% against 18%. You're moving 2% faster than them for 4 seconds. Is that going to be long enough? You're hung in too close looking for the big play, and you get caught. Collapse on you and bring you down. Unfortunate. Very, very risky though. Very, very risky. I probably would have just backed out of that. I would have either dropped Tornado and ult or just left and pushed mid hard. Back again, we're working on Bancrofts now. Really should have been going boots here before Bancrofts, I feel. Boots needed to be online now. Both times you've died is because you've not had the mobility. Both times your teammates have died because Vulcan rotated because he had more mobility than you. Mobility is a big, important factor. You're going to get a lot of damage out of this build, but you've got to position yourself perfectly to make it pay off for you. Also, I probably wouldn't have even gone Bancross. I would have been looking for the spear if I was really going to go for something. You want penetration now? Good ultimate. Unlucky with the ultimate. It was a good ultimate. Just unfortunate. Now you're going to get picked up by mana. Maybe the dream is still live. No, it's not because Bastet's there. Rip the dream. Rip the dream. Wait for you to respawn again. There we go. What do we get? We got beads. Beads is good, but it's not going to save you in these situations. Big fight. Good tornado. Bad ultimate. Now you got no escape again. They're not going to chase you down, which is good. Just drop a tornado. That's all you can do. Well, Thor's going to go in here. Maybe you can make something happen, I guess. Good tornado. Very nice tornado over the wall. Oh, you should have seen Noah was leaping out there. You should probably gone for Athena in that one. And then you continue chasing and die. Okay. The big things from this game, I'll be straight up right now with you. Zhao, in this game, your build is fine, but it's not at the same time. You really need the mobility if you're going to rotate. If you're going to go for a build like this where you go Toth into Bancrofts, you're looking for expert farm. You're looking to get so farmed that you're going to one-shot people with tornadoes. Well, not necessarily one-shot, but half health them with a tornado, and then a Zephyr will pretty much finish them off. You want to get big and you want to get strong and you want to farm. What you need to do in these situations then is ward up correctly and position perfectly in terms of making sure Vulcan can't rotate and cause issues. Vulcan's rotating quicker than you because of his mobility. He's getting more kills than you because you're turning up to the fight late, and when you are turning up to the fight, you're trying to make up for the fact that you're turning up there late to try and support your teammates, but you're getting yourself caught because there's nothing for you to actually do. It's very difficult for you to pick up a kill. What I would have done instead is say to the team, I will not be rotating, I will be farming heavily to get myself big and strong for the mid to late stages of the game. What you're choosing to do is trying to do both, best of both worlds, and make sure you get lots of farm online. But if you look at the farm situation right now, 8.2 and you're 6.6. 6.6 to 8.2. What are the reasons for this? Golfu is one reason. He's got kills is another reason. You've been dead 4 times is another reason on top of that. Should you be rotating all the time now? No, you probably shouldn't be. What should be happening is you should probably just spend 50 gold on wards. If you're going to look for these rotations, you want to see more mobility out of you. I want to see more mobility. I want to see you get boots online earlier. It's too risky to go for Bancross and Book of Toth. I think after getting Book of Toth, I would have definitely rushed boots them before finishing off Bancross Talon if I'm going to go that way. But even then, I probably wouldn't have gone for Bancroft's Talon. I probably would have looked at picking up Spear of the Magus, just because you want penetration online. Nowadays, all the mid laners don't get penetration from boots anymore because it was taken away. You really want to just make sure you farm in that situation, Zhao. You really want to make sure you just farm. Good luck in your future games, though, but I think with what I saw from there already, you can already see things that you need to improve on. Don't rotate if you're going to be too late to the party, and if you do turn up late to that party, don't try and do a hero play at like 10 minutes in as Kukulkan when you've not got full itemization online, especially when you've got no way of escaping the engagement from someone with a taunt, someone with an axe stun, someone with a cat leap in, chase down, bleed cats, and then obviously on top of that, someone with meatball Marianas. They're going to bring you down as well. Good luck in your future games, though, Zhao. You're in qualifying right now. Your positioning in terms of rotations, and noticing the minimap is very, very strong, so you're not going to be a bronze player. I think you need to work on your item build a little bit more. If you work on your itemization, your choice and decision making in terms of whether to engage or not, you could easily be gold minimum. Easily be gold minimum. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.